Today we are in Garrett County and headed up to the rooftop of the Old Line State. Hi, I'm Skye Marthaler. Welcome to another episode of Rooftops of America. Today, we're out in the far western reaches of Maryland and headed up to the highest point in the state. Located near the western border of the state, Hoye-Crest is actually a subpeak of Backbone Mountain, a ridge in the Allegheny Mountains that stretches 39 miles from southwest to northeast. The high point is named in honor of Captain Charles Hoye, the founder of the Garrett County Historical Society. Backbone Mountain is part of the Appalachian Plateau Province, one of the geological regions of western Maryland. It's thickly covered in forests and made up of layered sedimentary rock, in this case sandstone, shale, siltstone, with coal deposits scattered throughout. The mountain sits on the Eastern Continental Divide and serves as the headwaters not only for the North Branch of the Potomac River, flowing east, but also the Youghiogheny River to the west, which flows into the larger Mississippi watershed. Backbone Mountain also straddles the border between West Virginia and Maryland, and through the years, it has had a role in the history of both states. In West Virginia, it was the location of their first fire tower, and here in Maryland, it was where the first state park was named, and is now home to the last vestige old-growth forest in the state. At the Potomac Garrett State Forest, you can still find 500 acres of old-growth forest with trees over 300 years old. These are the last remnants of their kind in the state. If you're in search of the wild places of Maryland, then there's a pretty good chance you're going to find them out here. Garrett County was the last place to be settled in the state, with people arriving to homestead in the 1760s. Even today, this area retains a rugged feel. There are other natural treasures to be found on the slope of the mountain as well. Not too far from the high point is Waterfalls State Park, and it's home to Muddy Creek Falls. With a drop of 54 feet, it is the highest free-falling waterfall in the state. Though Muddy Creek Falls is the most striking, two other waterfalls can be found in the immediate vicinity as well: Swallow Falls, the namesake for the park, and Tolliver Falls. If you were to follow Muddy Creek back to its source, it would lead you to another natural wonder of this area. In nearby Cranesville, you'll find an environment that would be much more at home in the Northwoods or Canada. This right here is a peat bog, pretty common sight further north, but here it's a special occurrence. Now this particular one was formed about 15,000 years ago during the last ice age. Now while the glaciers never actually reached Maryland, they still had a major impact on both the region and the environment. The swamp lies in what's known as a frost pocket, where the surrounding mountains have created a localized climate by trapping moisture and cold, effectively creating the coldest and wettest part of the region. The temperature here can easily be 10 to 15 degrees lower than the surrounding area. This is such a remarkable place that in 1965, the Cranesville Swamp Preserve was one of the first national natural landmarks to be named. Now, let's turn our attention to the high point. While Hoye-Crest is the highest point in Maryland, it's not the actual summit of Backbone Mountain. That point is 300 feet higher, and if you want to get to it, you just need to travel 11 miles to the southwest to right outside Thomas, West Virginia. For high pointers looking to bag multiple peaks in a day, Hoye-Crest can easily be combined with Mount Davis, Pennsylvania to the north, and Spruce Knob, West Virginia to the south. It lies almost halfway between the two of them. Finding this trailhead can be just a little bit confusing, but the easiest way is to start here at Our Lady of the Pines Chapel and then drive just a short distance down US 219. Let me show you the way. Keep a lookout for this sign. There's a pull-off area next to it. Hoye-Crest, the high point, is private property, but open to the public. So when you visit, please remember, be respectful and leave no trace. To get to it, it's just a short hike up this trail behind me. Let's go check it out. The trail is well marked, with signs in red blazes leading the way. Over the course of the mile-long hike, you will grind up 700 feet of elevation. Once you reach the top of the ridge, you can take in views of the Alleghenies in both Maryland and West Virginia. And here we are, the top of Hoye-Crest, the Rooftop of Maryland. Coming in at 3,360 feet, makes this the 32nd highest state high point in the USA. I'm Skye Marthaler. Thanks for joining me on another episode of Rooftops of America. I'll see you soon.